And we can go ahead and get started with today's lab notes, starting with a 2-room section with 2 side rooms. Guessing nothing over here. Yep, because every time I see this section, it's like, ooh, there's 4 things can be along main path. Nope, one of them's always empty because... oof. RNG hates us. How'd the exam go? It went both good and bad. It went both good and bad. It went good because I got 3 out of the 4 questions. Okay, so the way that my exam was formatted was there were 4 questions, 25 points each. 2 involved graphing equations. 1 involved finding a minimum perimeter given an area, and the last one was what was the last one? I was given a quadratic equation. I had to find, and I was given a quadratic equation and a point on the coordinate plane, and I needed to find the shortest the x value that would given the shortest distance between the point and the quadratic equation. Good, because I got 3 out of 4 of those. I'm fairly sure I got right. Problem. One of them I only had partially I didn't. Okay. The one I didn't quote-unquote answer was one of the graphing questions. I had a graph drawn, but did not have exact coordinates for the minimum point. I was missing the minimum point, and that was the only coordinate on the graph. Well, okay. The graph accounted for the graph I needed the asymptote, global behavior, and I needed a what was it? The minimum point. I did not get the minimum point. Why did I not get the minimum point? Because I kept getting the wrong... the minimum point I kept calculating was incorrect. Using the derivative, I kept getting the wrong minimum point, and eventually I ran the clock on my exam, so... I had to turn in my exam... The class ended and I turned in my exam with the minimum point missing from that question. A few minutes later in the car, I was working the question again and figured out why I was getting the wrong minimum point. I multiplied wrong and had the wrong derivative. That was literally the main reason why I could not get the minimum point. One thing I was multiplying wrong, and that was it. I multiplied by a 2 instead of... I multiplied by a 3 instead of a 2, and as a result my entire derivative got screwed up, and therefore no minimum point was found for me. So... that's annoying. That's annoying. That was like, ooh, I know what I did wrong. Oh, that was the dumbest mistake I could have made. If I did not do that one thing, I would have gotten the minimum point and then probably would have been totally fine on my exam. But now as a result, I think... I don't know if I'm going to get a 75 because I get 3 questions... Because if I got 3 questions completely right, I got a 75. And if it counts the entirety of that 4th question wrong... It's 75 if I got 3 completely right, and he calculates that 1 completely wrong. However, I might get partial credit. I might get partial credit for at least like trying the derivative and having some sort of graph drawn, but I don't know. Oh no, I did. Here's the thing. Here's what hurts the most. It was one of those stressing out situations where you look over your work 3-4 times and you're like, I did the steps right. And you're also so convinced that that you didn't mess up the numbers. I was convinced that I did not mess up the numbers. I messed up a step somewhere. That's what my problem was. I thought I had messed up the process of taking the setting up the quotient rule for the derivative. I was so caught up in like, did I actually mess up setting this up? Or did I... or did I do something else? No, I somehow screwed up the numbers, because numbers are supposed to be easy. So I assumed I did not mess up the numbers. No, I messed up the numbers because I thought I was messing up the steps. So I was checking my work for the wrong mistake. No, I was checking my work for a mistake. I was just checking for the wrong type of mistake. So that's what that kind of just makes it sting significantly more. It's like I did do the derivative correctly, I just some reason messed up this one number. Do I do my schoolwork like lab? Most of the time it goes fine. That's a silver key. Oop. Okay, there is a secret passage I need to go grab. Yeah, but mistake was made. It has been done, so I can't really do anything about it now. The test is already over, and I turned in what I had. At the worst, he'll count the entire question wrong, and I'll get a 75. Which kind of sucks. Best case scenario, he gives me partial credit for that, and I end up getting... what? Hopefully an 80. I don't know what that's... oh! There. Oh no, it's because I am salty about that mistake. Because it was a really dumb mistake. It's like, what's it? Looking at the calculator, my minimum was supposed to be around 6. Every time I was doing the derivative calculations, I kept getting around 8, 8.5. If I had multiplied, the one thing I multiplied wrong resulted in my derivative being 2 off. And then the moment when I was working it out in my car and I realized, oh shit, I multiplied this wrong. I fixed it. I then did the derivative calculation again. My minimum point ended up being 6.375, which was a lot closer to what the calculator was telling me. So I was like, oh, I know the answer now. I turned in my test like 10 minutes ago, and now I know the answer. Well, shit. But yeah, I just you just gotta live with it. I'm actually like, so far the trend of my tests, the scores I've gotten in my tests have been, I got an 86, no, I got 80, it was an 82 followed by, no, it was an 84 followed by an 86 followed by a 95. That is the current grades of my test, so even if I get a 75, I'll be okay for the class. It's just I wish I would not have a 75. I would like to have something above an 80 for the test. Oh no, I corrected the professor. Because the professor figured out me and my older brother were brothers, like 2 brothers. He stopped calling me a lady, so that's no longer a thing that happens. Yeah, dishonor to the family for multiplying wrong. Oh no, that was 2 side rooms. Yeah, 2 side rooms right there. Oh, we have a gold door. Oh boy. Everyone's mad today. That being said, I gotta get over the calculus exam because I have a geology exam tomorrow. Fun. Just hammering through these this week. I had an exam on Monday, I had one today, and I got one tomorrow. Which also means that I might not end up streaming too much today, since I need to take care of that. Oh, I would like to spend some time with geology. There's nothing in the gold key room, unfortunately. That looks like there's something down there, but it's not. Oh, gold door room, sorry. No, I don't need to do derivatives for geology. I just need to remember the geologic time scale and a lot of the things that happened during the Precambrian and Paleozoic eras with Earth's history in terms of the change from a molten Earth to a snowball Earth to a great oxygenation event that caused that started from bacterial colonies slowly doing photosynthesis and over a course of millions and millions of years populating Earth with oxygen, resulting in the current atmosphere, then from there allowing life to proceed. Also, in terms of the geologic timescale, I'll need to know things, for example, the Precambrian eon lasted from 4.6 billion years to 542 million years ago. The Paleozoic era was from 542 million years ago to 251 million years ago. The Mesozoic era was 251 million years ago to 66 million years ago. And the current era we're in, which is the Cenozoic, is from 66 million years to present day. Do I want to go deeper? Because I think I can actually do the rest of the timescale off the top of my head. Like, I know I can break down the Paleozoic into its epochs. The Paleozoic, the Mesozoic, and the Cenozoic, I can break those down to the epochs. Or their periods. I don't remember which way it goes, like Eon, Epoch, Era, Period, something, I don't remember the order. I know it's Eon Era. I'm trying to think what else do I need to remember for... what else have I been doing in geology that I should know for tomorrow? There have been multiple super continents. Now, before Pangea, there was Rodinia, back in the... Was that? I think that was in the Paleozoic. Actually, no, that may have been... No, I think that was in the Paleozoic. Did I... Okay, yeah. What am I missing from today's lab? I've been talking so much about school stuff today that I'm an autopiloting lab. I have a dark shrine and a puzzle missing. There might be something over to the bottom left here. This is the puzzle. I can do this puzzle off the top of my head. All of them are open, so you need to hit all of them once. Boom. What was that? Okay. So there's one more side room, and I think that's where the last dark shrine should be. Okay. Yeah, last room for lab. And hopefully there's a dark shrine in here, or else I've messed up. Yeah. Or there's something. It could be missing. Could be a dark shrine that's gone. There's a dark shrine. Good. Hey, second enchant. Extra key, 2 enchants, and a unique item. What type of unique item is it gonna be? I am going to say it's going to be a crappy pair of gloves. The 2-day Dark Train was the 1-day Dark Train was bullshit. I think that happened, like, not this year, but, like, when did that? I can't remember when that happened. That happened a long, long time ago. You should 100 out of 500 labs. You should have been doing lab notes or lab like 2 days ago when there was a good key day. Otherwise, you're just gonna grin and bear it through a terrible lab. You should never wait for a quote-unquote perfect lab to do lab. You need to wait because, you know, life happens and you can't be playing Path of Exile 24/7. When a lab is good enough, you should probably just try to run it. Never wait for a perfect lab because that doesn't happen too often and you never know when life is gonna occur. And life takes priority. The settle was something that's something that's not exceptional but good. And your life will be a lot easier when it comes to lab farming. Nope, no death door for me this league, it seems. Lab is upset that I'm not farming it as much this league, so... I don't know how many chests I've done. How many have I done? 497! Oh, I am... Oh, okay. Well, tomorrow I finish that challenge. And I'll have no death doors. Hooray. Anyway, let me go ahead and get the lab notes made.